With good news for today from Baptist Press, I'm Brandon Porter. The entire island of Puerto Rico lost power over the weekend as Hurricane Fiona brought havoc on Sunday. Send Relief, the compassion ministry of the Southern Baptist Convention, pre-positioned itself ahead of the storm's landfall and has begun assessing the need. Some parts of the island received up to 30 inches of rain over the weekend, causing widespread flooding and generating mudslides. Wind gusts measuring 103 miles per hour in Ponce, a city on the island's southern coast that is its second most populated city, cut power to the island's fragile power grid. Torrential rainfall and flash flooding is likely to do extended long-term harm. Americans experienced seismic changes over the past 2 years, including for many how they attend church. The shift in behavior coincides with a shift in theology. The biennial State of Theology study conducted by Lifeway Research found relative stability in some of the religious and cultural beliefs U.S. adults hold. After months of quarantines and social distancing, however, Americans increasingly believe worshiping apart from a church is as good as attending church services. In March 2020, as the COVID pandemic was just beginning, 58% of Americans said worshiping alone or with one's family was as valid as regularly attending church, with 26% strongly agreeing. In 2022, that number rose to 66% who believe worshiping apart from a local congregation is as valid as worshiping with one, with 35% strongly agreeing.
Good News for Today is made possible through our friends at the Voice of the Martyrs, a nonprofit organization that serves persecuted Christians around the world. Founded in 1967 by Richard and Sabina Wurmbrand, VOM is dedicated to inspiring believers to deepen their commitment to Christ and to fulfill His Great Commission, no matter the cost. Find out more and sign up for their free monthly magazine at vom.org/good news.
A Bible study from Lifeway points out of all the skills bank tellers need to have, one is eminently important: the ability to identify a counterfeit dollar bill. Bank tellers must look at a bill and in a matter of seconds observe minute details that signal whether it's real or fake. They learn this skill not by looking at counterfeit bills, but by examining real money. If we are to be people who live by the love of God, we must know His love truly. And since God Himself is love, we must know His character. Counterfeits abound. A genuine believer is one who has been transformed by the love of God and loves as He loves. Read that full study at our website, baptistpress.com.